Hi everyone, Budget Stark here. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm doing this video regarding the red snapper for two reasons. I had a couple of collectors who mentioned that how come I've got a red snapper without the extendable claws, and secondly, how the hell can I do that myself? I actually learned from a guy online who did a tutorial video, and I've actually tried to find that link for the same tutorial video, but for whatever reason it's not online or he's taken it off. So collector said, look, can you give me a hand to show me how you did it? So I'm going to do a quick video to show that. Secondly, if you guys want to see the best, most amazing, awesome red snapper mod, you got to check out Jay's one from The Bomb Show. You just Google or YouTube it, and he has got telescopic arms on the red snapper. The pistons on the center chest area, the midsection, has movable parts. It's absolutely amazing how he's done it. So if you guys really like the red snapper, check that out. It's not a power pose, it is a real articulated red snapper. So what do you need to do this mod? It's not too hard. The first thing is you must have nerves of steel, because when I first did it I thought I was going to break the figure. I thought I was going to snap off an arm or break some of the paint. You will, however, I'm pretty confident of this, you will have some paint chips because you will have to break some of the glue off. So please be warned, if you're someone who is an absolute perfectionist that doesn't want anything wrong with a figure, I don't suggest you do this mod, because you definitely damage small parts of the figure. So what do you need? Number one, nerves of steel and probably a bunghole for your ass, because you're gonna have those squeaky bum moments. Number two, you need a set of these screwdrivers. I would use something, the main one that you'll need is the flathead screwdriver, one of these ones, generally for glasses, small screws, things like that. That's the second thing. Third thing, you'll need some band-aids, because when I did it I cut myself twice because I stabbed myself with a screwdriver, because you're applying force in a very small area where your fingers are going to be. So be warned, you probably will need some band-aids or hard calluses on your fingers. They'll help protect you. But just to let you know, guys, don't just be aware, this, I'm going to say it again just to be absolutely clear, if you do this on your figure you will damage some of the paint because it's going to be unglued, etc. So for those who are aware, I actually have two red snappers. I have one that is original form, unmodded, straight out of the box, which I like to display. The second one that I have has a Tony Stark head sculpt and the claws taken off. I would call it a slight modded version. I'm not someone who would completely mod it, but I've just changed the head sculpt, so I have that on there and taken the claws off so I can pose it slightly differently. One other thing that you can do, which I haven't, you can actually change the hands inside so that it has a repulsor blast, and you can even add lights to that, which I tell you what, Jay's one at The Bomb Show has got lights in there, which is absolutely amazing. So check that video out. So let's see what you need to do to take the claws off. Alright guys, we're back. The first part of the surgery, get your screwdriver, the very small flathead screwdriver, and you're going to have to start prying out this section here, and this bit here. So this whole piece is a plastic section that is glued on, and at the bottom here. So it's a small section, you can see it here. When you pry this off, you push it here, loosen it up here, loosen it up here, and here. Eventually this section will come off, and that will reveal the claw which attaches to this section here. This is all removable once you take this section out. You will probably break some of the little plastic tabs on there, so be very careful, because when you're holding it down and you're using a screwdriver like this, you will probably stab yourself, which is what I did when I first did this previously. So you can do this on both sides and you'll see what is underneath it. So I'm going to do this in a moment and I'll show you what to do after then. Okay, so now that you've taken out these little red plastic sections from this side and this side, you expose this essentially rod here and here that you literally pull outwards, and that will come out like this. Just pull that out like that and pull that out. And that is pretty much it. These tabs are the hardest things to take out because you will break the glue, and it's very scary because you hear a lot of cracking, a lot of plastic breaking. So then after you've done with it, you stick it, you just literally push it back on and it will hold. Like that. And like that. So now you've got all this, you put this back together and you can have him posed up without the claws. You can actually take this out as well. You need brute force to pull out the hand, the fist, and put in something like a Mark 7 open blast repulsor hand, something along those lines. So that's pretty much it. A little bit of brute force, a little bit of dexterity to open up these red tabs, and this is what you need to essentially take off, and a little bit of force to take this out. You can put this back in if you really want to at some point, so it's not damaged. But other than that, that's all you need to do. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll catch you at the next video.